Hello everybody. Thank you for affording me the opportunity to present to you my research study, Designing a Performance Management Information System to Bridge Trust, an action research case study. My name is Stefan Brandt and I will be taking you through the what, how and impact of the research study. The problem statement relates to the case study organization that required a new performance management program to address issues related to employee trust and impacting on motivation, engagement and retention. The case organization used a discretionary performance management and reward program. Depicted in this picture are the typical issues around discretionary performance programs. For example, different perceptions of performance and gossip by co-workers can cause conflict and result in low levels of trust. The primary objective of the research study was to demonstrate how PMIS can bridge trust between employees and the organization by using a trust framework based on structuration components to design, develop, implement, and evolve a PMIS. The secondary objective of the research study was to demonstrate the application of action research as a method and incorporating prototyping to enable the effective design of a PMIS. From a theoretical framework perspective, I used the dynamic trust framework by Schlichter and Rose that's based on Giddens's structuration constructs and extended it by including frames, design blind spots, and operational malfunction. Whilst ontological security provides the what an insecurity might be, frames provide the why for the insecurity that can be influenced by a position of power, knowledge, experience, or culture, and provides a basis to gain a real understanding. The inclusion of design blind spots and operational malfunction assist in contextualizing issues. For example, design blind spots may be the result of incomplete or misunderstanding of business rules, whereas operational malfunction may be the result of process failures. For the research study, I used action research as method to demonstrate the design and build of the information system and trust over an extended period consisting of 3 cycles. The goal of the research study was to investigate how might the information system contribute to higher levels of trust when it's used as a basis of fact and reference by the employee, manager, and co-workers. Cycle 1 entailed the scoping and development of the information system and the requirements for trust. Cycle 2, the implementation of the information system and establishing trust. And Cycle 3, the additional supporting toolsets to maintain trust. In this slide, I demonstrate the interview process and thematic analysis approach. I created an interview map to assist in planning the interviews. Interviews were transcribed and codified using a thematic analysis approach to create insights and identify gaps for further investigation. My research study had 2 research questions. In response to the research questions, I offered various propositions as well as proposing design principles supporting the effective design of performance management information systems. To assess the action research case study, I evaluated it in terms of the following. Firstly, using a prescriptive framework that defines both the criteria and how action research should be conducted and assessed. Secondly, I assessed it in terms of rigor and relevance. Thirdly, in terms of the quality of the participatory action research project. And finally, in terms of the suitability of the action research study for inclusion in journals. From a contribution perspective, the research study contributes to knowledge by proposing various design principles. From a practical perspective, it has contributions for IS designers, HR practitioners, and IS project managers. From a methodological perspective, it contributes to design science, the soft systems method, and action research. Finally, from a theoretical perspective, the contributions can be categorized into to theorize, to analyze, and to inform. In conclusion, the research study demonstrated the robustness of action research and the value of prototyping during the action-taking stages to crystallize requirements. I propose that future research by IS designers interested in action research should consider how action design research could complement the action planning and action taking stages with the objective to increase IS project implementation and adoption success.